This is He Knows Everything, bringing you that heat and that fire. All right, I'm going to get serious on this video. This one here is me being disgusted, disappointed, and damn right, I'm going to say some inflammatory things to the boxing community fan base. This is associated with Devin Haney versus Shakur Stevenson. You have a lot of dodo heads. You got a lot of jabronis. You got a lot of idiots. You got a lot of boxing fans that they say they're boxing fans, but really they are dick suckers, man. They are basically garglers of fucking balls. They can tell you how much sperm of Devin Haney they have sucked down their damn throats. Yes, let me say it again. They can tell you how many sperm of Devin Haney they have sucked down their damn throat. They're a disgrace to the fucking race. They don't even need to call themselves black. Because when you have to shit on one brother to bring up another brother, something is fundamentally wrong with you. Let me say it again. When you have to shit on one brother to bring up another brother, something is fundamentally wrong with you. How you gonna sit here and say that Shakur Stevenson, your brother, your fellow Hebrew, deserves 25 fucking %? See, George Kambosos, you gotta understand the situation. Devin Haney was clamoring for that fight because Devin Haney knew that was a guy he can beat. Let's be honest here. Let's call a spade here. Let's keep it a buck. Let's keep it 1,000. And, let's be real with it. Real recognizes real. Devin Haney was tailor-made to beat up George Kambosos because George Kambosos is flat-footed. So, of course, Devin Haney was chopping at the bits to take whatever cut he was going to take, going to Australia, whatever you want to call it. There's not a person without a stretch of an imagination that did not see Devin Haney losing that fight. It's just you just knew Devin Haney was just a better boxer. But in this instance, Devin Haney is not better than Shakur Stevenson. Fight fans know this. I showed you guys a poll that IBFP. See, I don't have to agree with somebody. I could be frenemies with someone. I don't have to be on the same aisle, the same thumb, the same curve, the same needle of opinion with someone. But we can come to the same conclusion when they're not being ultra fanboys with the ultra fanboy rhetorics. They're not being classic dotes and troglodytes. They're not being Rudy Poo and Plum brains. They're not being basically fans that want to run with a narrative. Because this is the problem with Devin Haney fanboys. And I done told you, they're always co-signing his limitations as a boxer. Let me say it again. They're always co-signing his limitations as a boxer. They know he's limited as fuck. They know if he steps into the ring with Shakur Stevenson, he's going to get exposed. They're ducking Devin Haney more than Devin Haney is ducking himself. I've never seen this bullshit and fuck shit before in my life. They're ducking for Devin Haney more than Devin Haney's ducking for himself. Devin Haney's not box office. Outside of people that are renowned in boxing circles, nobody knows who the fuck Devin Haney is. So Devin Haney doesn't even have the right to ask for 75%. When you ask for 75 to 25%, you are a cash cow. You are trending in boxing circles. People know you. Hood niggas know you. Bitches know you. People know you. When you say Earl the True Spence, every motherfucker know who that is. When you say Gervonta Tank Davis, every motherfucker know who that is. When you say Deontay Wilder, every motherfucker know who that is. When you say the Charlo brothers, a lot of people know who that is. But when you say Devin Haney, stop the presses and pump the brakes on the nonsense and go sit down somewhere and what? Higgity fucking hush. He is no different than Shakur Stevenson. He's not. So this 75 to 25 split is really a DuckTales. Woo! That's what it is at its truest and its most properest levels. You gonna shit on your brother? You gonna tell your brother what he deserves? And the unmitigated gall and the audacity for fight fans to tell these prize fighters that fight for a prize, that fight for money, what they fucking deserve. See, a lot of people they're not businessmen. You give them money, they don't even know how to handle money. They're not even good with business affairs. They don't know how to govern their affairs. They don't understand shit. So how are you going to sit there and listen to them? Oh, 75, 25. They go as opera singers from one channel, yeah, to another channel, yeah. They need a false reassurances. They need to go to these cockroach channels, these cucarachas. Yo no puedo caminar. They need to go to these places and accept the bullshit and fuck shit that they keep hearing. Bottom line is Devin Haney doesn't command shit. Devin Haney fought the right guy in George Kambosos. Devin Haney was given actually that fight because Lomachenko was actually the first person that was given the George Kambosos fight. Now that's Loma's fault. I'm not sitting here and basically saying it's Devin Haney's fault. No, Devin Haney's taking advantage of the situation. So he took advantage of the situation. It is what it is. But then, let's not sit here and act like Devin Haney is known like that. He's a rock star like that. He's known in not only in basically what we would say boxing connoisseur circles, but also in boxing casual circles. He's not known in boxing casual circles, so he can't demand 75-25. So the 75-25 is a duck. It's a DuckTales. And if you're being honest with yourself, and if you're being real with yourself as a fight fan, you could see this shit for what it is. The split should be 60-40. When you got Earl the True Spence, the face of boxing. Yes, Earl the True Spence is the face of boxing. He set the tone for the best fighting the best with the super fight of the ages with him and Terrence Bud Crawford. That's on July 29th. When you have him setting the tone and saying, look, I'm going to make concessions. I'm going to take less. Every motherfucker has to fall in line and take less. Let me say it again. When he does this, and it's the Spence era, and he's taking less, every other fighter has to take less. So it's incumbent upon Devin Haney to the blueprint that Earl the True Spence set up, that if you want the best fighting the best, everyone has to basically benefit here. Shakur Stevenson doesn't deserve a 50-50. I would never say that. Because let's be honest, Devin Haney's undisputed. 55-45 would be Devin Haney being generous. Even I understand that. But 60-40, that's beyond reasonable. That is a respectable split. And if Shakur starts running his mouth, then I would get on Shakur. You see, I don't play these games. I don't dick suck these boxers. I don't suck the fucking sperm out of these boxers like you Devin Haney fanboys do to Devin Haney. You probably have his sperm all over your damn mouth. You probably have already dick drained this motherfucker. You probably could tell he knows everything how his sperm fucking tastes. Because the way that y'all cap for him, the way that y'all back up is suspect fucking behaviors. Because when it's all said and done, y'all shouldn't be so gung-ho about a fighter to the point to where y'all basically want the sport to be at a handicap, to be at a disadvantage to where the best is not fighting the best. We know how to get these guys in the ring. Number one, fight fans have to clam for it, which y'all are failing to do because y'all are under brain full of mush and brainwashed dodo head of neuro-linguistic programming. You know, you guys can easily be programmed. You guys are French straddlers. You guys are beta males. You reside in beta male congregations. So you can't be fucking trusted. Let alone think to reasonably do anything effective, right? And then at the same time, the split has to make sense for both fighters. It's prize fighting. These guys fight for a prize. They fight for money and they fight for belts. So come to the table respectfully. Respect Shakur Stevenson and the undefeated fighter he is. Respect that he's a fellow Hebrew. Don't shit on your fucking brother. And understand that when it's all said and done, 60-40 is reasonable. It's respectable. And since Earl the True Spence, the face of boxing, has already set the tone for concessions, everybody has to concede. That's the cold-hearted. That's the unadulterated. That's the cutthroat truth teller fashion. I keeps the foot on the what on the Knicks. I keeps the foot on the what on the Knicks. This is He Knows Everything. Check it out.